cold winter's day, you step out of your house to gather wood for your fire. In the distance, you see a cloaked figure walking, his face covered by a wide-brimmed hat. He carries a staff, or perhaps even a spear. For a moment, he stops, and you are certain he looks right at you, but you can't quite make out his face. All you're left with is a sense that he saw you, down into your very soul, and in a moment, he was gone, lost in the snow and wind, and all you could hear were two ravens calling after him.
Hi, I'm Sam Flegal, and this is my painting, The Masked One. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the research and lore that went into making it.
He wore a dark blue mantle and called himself Grimnir, but said no more about himself, though he was questioned. From the Hávamál, prose introduction, Bellows translation. Grimnir is one of Odin's many names. He actually has over 150 recorded in both lore and song. The name Grimnir translates as hooded or masked one, and features prominently as Odin's name in the Grimnismal, the sayings of the masked one. The Grimnismal is part of the Codex Regius, the collection of Norse poetry commonly called the Poetic Edda. The story is told from the voice of Grimnir, in which Odin masks himself as a common traveler and appears at the court of King Geroth, who doesn't realize he's dealing with Odin and chooses to torture Grimnir. As you can imagine, the tale doesn't end very well for the king. If you can, take a moment and imagine yourself sitting around a campfire, and that this story is told by a great skald or performed as a play, and you can see that Odin's name is essentially mask. This is used as a storytelling device for the audience's benefit. We know who Mask is, but thanks to his name, we are also reminded that he is in disguise, and that the characters in the story are unaware of his true nature. Naming a character in such way is common to many old stories, and some new ones too. Odin is an ever-shifting god. Many of his names deal with deceit, trickery, and lies. Yet, he is also a god of knowledge, lore, and wisdom. This might suggest a dual nature, but I think that lies and wisdom are much closer than most people like to admit. For my painting, The Masked One, I wanted to explore the masks that we all wear, the many faces that we feel comfortable showing to the world and those that we try to keep hidden, and the way our true selves are often kept locked deep within. Grimnir is the perfect mythic allegory to all of those things. He is the many-faced god. With his lies, he has the burden of many locks and chains. With his wisdom, he holds the key. The same is true in all of us. Will you choose to live an unchained life, open to the world, or will you lock down truth for what feels like comfort, but is so often a lie? In closing, I'd like to share this little poem I wrote about the painting.
We are all the Masked One, selecting the faces we show to the world and which ones we hide. With lock and key, we are both the answer and the problem. What is truth? The Masked One knows.
I'd like to thank all the amazing people that are members of the Fateful Signs Patreon. They help make videos like this possible. You guys are amazing. If you enjoyed this video, please head on over to fatefulsigns.com and sign up for the newsletter. You'll get a free PDF copy of the first chapter from the Illustrated Hávamál when you sign up. Thank you.